How to archive an objective cycle in UpRaise. Archiving an objective cycle is a recent introduction within the UpRaise for Employee Success app in Jira. Here, what we have done is we have allowed you to get rid of the older objectives and cycles that you do not need to refer anymore. Right? So archiving is a separate concept as compared to the objective cycle transitions that we have talked about in a separate video. The way archiving works is very simple. Whenever an objective cycle is closed, there is an additional option, such as this one here, archive. If I were to look at the active cycle, you'll notice that option does not exist. If I look at the ready for grading cycle, that option does not exist. And for any cycle that's already archived, there is an option to restore it back to its earlier status, which is closed. Now, why would you want to archive and cycle? The idea is very simple. Imagine you have been using UpRaise for, let's say, a couple of years, and you've probably aggregated a number of OKRs over these couple of years. Now, going forward, you may not need to refer to the OKRs that were created probably in the first quarter of your implementation of OKRs within UpRaise, and you don't need to access them anymore, right? So in such a scenario, rather than deleting the corresponding objective cycle or even the objectives, idea is very simple. For any closed objective cycles, you just archive them. Now, what is the impact of archiving? For that, let me navigate to the browse page. We will be looking at the July to September 2021 objectives. So let's go to the browse page. I've navigated to the all objectives, and here I will click on July to September 2021. You'll notice there are some dummy objectives that are created. They are displayed on the screen. Now, when I go to the cycles tab and archive this, I'll get a confirmation message that says the cycle along with its OKRs will be archived. Objectives and key results will be read-only and can be accessed via a direct link. Archived cycles won't appear in any filters, and their OKRs won't appear in the search. Users with OKR settings administration permissions can restore the cycle, right? So in a sense, the objectives and key results belonging to such archived cycles will be hidden from the user interface from almost all the places. To give you an example, what I'll do is I'll open one of the objectives in a separate tab before archiving the corresponding objective cycle. Coming back to the cycles page, I'll click on archive, click on confirm. We have already read the confirmation message. You'll notice the status for the objective cycle is now archived, and additionally, the restore action has appeared. Now let us first understand the impact on the browse OKRs page. You'll notice the objectives are not visible anymore from this objective cycle. In fact, if I get rid of this cycle from the current selection, even the cycle will not appear anymore because the cycle is already archived. So the system will block all the users to access any OKRs or even the OKR cycles that are archived. If I were to use the search, this search functionality, the same thing will happen. The search is going to be limited only to the OKR cycles that are not archived. If I wanted to bring these OKRs back to the user interface, I can always come in, assuming I have the necessary permissions to access the cycles tab, which is the permission to manage OKR settings, and click on restore. As soon as I click on restore, this confirmation is displayed and the OKRs will be displayed back as usual. Now, I won't restore this cycle right away. First, what I want to do is, this was an objective that we had already opened in a different tab before archiving its cycle. Now, let me refresh the page. I can still access the objective, but you will notice this objective is archived. A similar kind of message will be displayed on the corresponding key results as well. So if you by any chance have included this link somewhere else, maybe in a presentation or maybe you've bookmarked it, you will still be able to access the objective or the corresponding key results, but you will get such a message at the top of your screen. I hope that was helpful. Thank you.